Alright guys, Copper Cutlass here, and today we're going to teach you how to make a fresh air pizza. Fresh air pizza, you say? Well, technically, you need a pizza pan. And two, your hood, especially if you have a 70 to 72 Oldsmobile with a rammer hood. I have the GlassTech fiberglass hood, which has full functioning scoops. You just have to seal it to the car. Well, I had the issue of what the hell am I going to use? And of course, me being me, trying to be as resourceful as possible, I go on Amazon and I bought this 20-inch aluminum pizza pan tray for 14 bucks actually. And so you see I got some marks there. The most important thing, my wife just sneezed back there. She's trying not to laugh about it. She's snickering. But either way, so you see I got some marks here. I used it was a little bit trial and error to find the true center point with the tape measure. You could use something more precise, but ultimately the foam is the locating point, and we have an extra 2 inches on here, so there's no way we can miss that because that is an 18-inch opening. This is a 20-inch base. So the first thing you do is you find your center, you make a hole, right? Why? When you're going to ultimately cut all this out. Well, your lid on your air cleaner, and I have a mess here because I kind of started working on it so that this would all make sense. So your lid is going to be your centering point for your opening, right? So you're going to end up using your air cleaner stud once you make your hole, which in our case is a 1/4 so it's a 1/4 inch diameter hole. Right, and I'm putting this together looking like a clown over there. But either way, you can see it lines up with our main big opening, right? So that is our overall diameter of our air cleaner. And you can apply this to your 14-inch standard style air cleaner or whatever you got. But either way, I use the lid to make my main base diameter. So once that's all done, there it goes. It's okay, so after I did all that, you grab your base, which should be almost a mirror diameter. In this case, it's the same. So I placed it so you see I got 2 holes. The outside one is the overall diameter, and then I grab the base and I put it in there. Then I grab a marker and I mark the inside of the flange. Now we got about a 2-inch window, so this hole does not have to be exact. It will be, however, handy to have it exact because once you make that hole, this flange will drop through. And once this flange drops through, you can rivet it to the bottom of your air base cleaner, and then you have your base for your fresh air system. And then once you're done with that, you go to your local farm and fleet, in our case, you buy some HVAC foam to seal off AC units, anything like that. Then you're going to glue it around the diameter of the base, and that's going to seal to the hood. Now in our case, our overall height is going to be almost exactly as the air cleaner. I need about an extra inch to truly hit the hood and seal it off. So what I'm going to end up doing is, I'm just going to go to AutoZone and buy those stacked plastic carburetor spacers for the air cleaners. They're like 10 bucks. Instead of trying to lop together a bunch of foam. So that's my thinking on this project. Now, obviously, I am partway through here. I literally came home about an hour ago and just started on this so I can kind of show you guys what I had in mind. And yes, we are using more kitchenwares. We already have our colander air cleaner somewhere around here flowing here, you see? And then once it's all together, this is going to sit on there. It's all going to get clamped together. It's going to seal on our hood. And our engine's going to be pretty happy. Not that it's not, but hey, anytime you can make something a little bit more efficient, it helps. And in our case, fresh air into the engine is always an advantage. Not necessarily the rammer effect, but fresh air, cool air will make more horsepower as ambient temperatures under the hood will affect how your engine performs greatly, along with the height of the air cleaner, and it's been proven. So that's why I ditched a little pancake setup, and I ended up going to this because I had serious breathing issues, even on the street with a 2-inch tall air cleaner. It was not happy at all. So guys, this is what I got in mind. All in all, I'm maybe 20 bucks into this whole project, including the old the colander setup we did a couple weeks ago, and well, this air cleaner is 20 bucks. So technically I'm $40 into it. But if you got a rammer hood and you want to seal it off, this is a cheap way to do it without having to buy one of the prefabbed kits that you have to make work. This is pretty foolproof. I thought about this the other day. I don't know if anybody else has done this, but this is what I came up with for a simple solution to this problem. So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Follow us, like us on Instagram, Copper Cutlass, YouTube, obviously, Copper Cutlass, and on Facebook, Copper's Garage. we are going to follow this up. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have this all set up to the point where I can actually show you guys of it in the car, set up, ready to go. Stay tuned for that video. We'll post it up.